I guess I'm a little empty.
Okay.
Empty.
I got a fat can, I don't have a skinny can. Let's go. Let's go.
Really?
Did you build it? Or?
Yeah.
Really?
So what made you build this?
How does it work?
What made you put this together?
Test and play with motors.
Yeah.
Be able to make changes and get accurate readings on whether the changes were good or bad. Basically, it's set up to run the Zenoahs, any size Zenoahs or Zenoah clones. Water brake dyno. It's gear reduction, 2-to-1 gear reduction, belt drive. Everything's ball bearing. You got a coupler coming off the motor that isolates any vibration, even though everything's solid mounted. It's got a bonsai clutch on it to allow the motor to be able to start and run before you put any load to it. It's got hydraulic load measuring. It goes up to a meter up on the top. So as you load the brake down, it'll read pounds of torque. Formula for horsepower is pounds of torque times RPM, which is your lower gauge, divided by 10,000. It also got a direct tach connected to the motor, so you can look at any variances as far as slippage in the clutch, between the clutch and the actual brake itself. So this tach is connected to the brake, this tach's connected to the motor, and this load meter is connected to the brake. It's a water brake system. So up here, basically basic throttle. You can see on there with the readings marked on the side.
Okay.
This side is your load control.
Got a chili cook.
Carries the water to the brake.
Teach for horsemen.
Allows you to put load in or out.
And Eric's going to be.
So you can see where peak torque is. Go past it, see how it falls off at different RPM. You can come back to it, find peak torque, make sure it's the same RPM, make changes, see if peak torque changes at a higher RPM or lower RPM. Basically all we got here is just the water supply connected to it.
Basically, I'll come and run one boat.
We got a valve to adjust how much flow is going to the motor for water cooling, since we're running marine motors today. And an open and close valve to allow water to the brake. Here we just got a fuel shed off and on with a normal IV fuel bag. A lot of people run in the boats.
Oh, hey, no problem.
Everything's sitting there. This is the exit of the water out of the motor, so you can always make sure you got good cooling going through the motor.
You see, it happens.
Normal tune pipe, that's a hot pipe that's on there.
And I know
Made by Don Shanks.
They don't. I mean, especially if you go.
And this is
stay
just
full
a
throttle,
stock
you
Zenoah
really can't
260
maneuver
motor
in a circle in
with a modified carburetor
You just
on
don't
it
do
and a
it.
tune pipe.
Hydros,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Pause or
You
whatever.
really have
Learn how
to
to
do
do
it.
torque of 6.1 foot-pounds at 14,360. So now we calculate horsepower, tell me what it is. Let her cool down. Cool, good, cool. Right. Water off there.
Summarize what we just saw.
Alright, pause it for a minute. Alright, to summarize what we just did, we're right out here at Lakeside sitting on a table. We just ran a stock Zenoah motor with a modified 257 carb and a hot pipe from Don Shanks. Stock compression, stock ignition, Coleman fuel is what we were running with 12% oil. Basically what we ended up with on the readings, as you've seen, we were able to bring it up. Initially we were only setting about 5.8 foot-pounds of torque. I did a needle adjustment at full throttle, full load, and we were able then to get 6.1 pounds of torque on our upper scale, on our torque scale. And then we peaked out on the dyno at 6,893 RPM. On the motor RPM was 14,280. If you calculate that, then you will have 6.1 foot-pounds of torque times the 6,893 RPM. You divide that by 10,000 and you end up with 4.205 horsepower is what we got out of that motor.
You never changed the length of your little header.
As you see, we brought it up past maximum torque, up to full RPM. As you see, the horsepower and torque dropped down. Then we went back to it all in the same run. Re-verified maximum torque at what RPM. And that's how a dyno works. Now the ultimate then next would be to make changes, modifications to your motor, pipe, carburetor, whatever, and retest it. See if you get improvement on your torque, horsepower, and RPM.